Hey everyone, how's it going? It's been a while. Let me just change a few things on my end here. Um, it's been a while. Man, do you guys even remember the last time I did a live stream? it was me playing Super Mario Maker 2 with my daughter. It was almost 3 weeks ago to the day. So it's been a long time. There's a lot that's happened since then. So I figured, what better way to I guess try to get back into things than to do a live stream with you guys, talk about everything that's been going on, from me and my health issues, changes, job changes, bunch of stuff, changes to the channel, moving forward. Not everything is fully set in stone. I hope that's understandable by most of you guys. I have, again, been going through a lot of stuff. As you can see in the title of this very video, like the very first thing was obviously the biggest thing that's happened to me over the last couple of weeks. Thank you, Torn and Prince, for your $2 super chat. Also, a reminder, if you want to do super chats and donations, we have donation links down in the description for Streamlabs. Prefer you guys use that over things like the super chat system, because I get a higher percentage of the money you give, but it's whatever. I appreciate the money no matter how you do it. Also, I should mention we are now on Mixer. We'll get more into that later. I'll link the Mixer in the YouTube chat here. Yeah, we're going to be using that instead of Twitch, just because I disagree vehemently with a bunch of things that Twitch has been doing lately. Mixer seems like a much more friendly platform for now. And they have very similar things like Twitch, where if you want to do, like, you know, you can give like bits on Twitch, where they have like emeralds and stuff like this. You can give, heck, I've got a whole bunch that I can give, or embers, I think they're called, embers, and sparks, and those are the things, like, you earn sparks just for watching live streams, and you can give those sparks to content creators, and that's a form of revenue. Eventually, if I get to 2,000 followers, I can then partner with them, and then that enables you guys to do things like become a member and stuff over on Mixer. And experimenting with Mixer, it's just a really nice platform. So if anyone's over on Mixer chatting, thank you so much. Streamlabs even is working on Mixer. We have a new follower on Mixer, and Hypebot, or I'm sorry, DAF Life. I don't know. Hypebot, I think, is one of their bots. I'm not 100% sure. It's my first actual stream on Mixer, so I'm learning some things over there. I guess I'll start off about what I usually do here and just say hi to everyone in the chat that's here. So we have, let me see here. Obviously, DAFAF Life following, watching us over on Mixer. On YouTube here, we got Riley, Patrick Gardner, Kevin Rodriguez, Super Mario, Fresca, Illuma Donkey, Tornin Prince, Nintendo 64 Eskeen is here, Cool-Cola, Scruffy Sean, Speed Maniac is now following us over on Mixer. Thank you so much for the follow over there. It said the sooner we get to 2,000 follows over there, the sooner I can become a partner, and then that's how, you know, you can start making some decent revenue over on Mixer as I diversify my income. Might be doing some exclusive game streams over there. I do think all of our talking streams, our Q&As, stuff like that, I think that's going to remain on YouTube and Mixer, and then any game streams I do will probably just be on Mixer, and that's just because a lot of the content I make on my channel is all about talking about video games. So I think it makes a lot of sense to not take streams like this away from YouTube. That doesn't make any sense to me. Keep those on YouTube and then just do the game streams over there, where I can kind of have like a let's play kind of style there, versus on the channel, which is all about discussion. I think that just makes a lot of sense. Let me see here. Jim Crow is here. Seguin, the Pikachu fan, as well. All right, so I guess let's just get the Ariel Lazarus is here as well. Thank you so much. Let's just get the big thing. We're getting a lot of new followers over already on Mixer. Man, are some of you guys already over on Mixer? Mixer is a nice looking platform. We got 6 people watching us over there already right now. That's awesome. Hopefully it continues to grow, because I really enjoy the Mixer platform. I think it's going to be great for our game streams in the future. All right, so while all that's popping off over on Mixer, I want to kind of talk a little bit about what I've been going through. Obviously, 2 weeks ago, almost to this very day, I had a heart attack. Now, it happened podcast night. We recorded our podcast. That podcast is now out in public. Recorded a podcast and then went and did my thing. Went to sleep or whatever, and had a heart attack about 2:30 in the morning. I talked about this in the video the video that says I had a heart attack. I drove myself to the doctor because I'm an idiot. Should have never drove. I had a feeling it might have been a heart attack, but I think I was in denial with the chest tightness and the shortness of breath. I was in denial that that's what it was. I had a family member who was staying with us at the time, stayed with the kids, and I went off to the doctor. And it's weird because they discharged me after 2 hours, even though they ruled me with a heart attack, and I ended up back in the hospital literally hours later. And it was a mess. So, bottom line is, I had a heart attack. The heart attack was caused due to high blood pressure. That has to do with it. I have high blood pressure. I got diagnosed with high blood pressure this year for the first time in my life. That's obviously related to weight and being overweight and obese. It's very common when you're overweight, obese, which I'm technically medically obese, not morbidly obese. But that's normal to have high blood pressure. So I've been on some blood pressure meds. I only recently started. And one of my valves going into my heart had clamped. It wasn't a blood clot, which is good, because one of the worst things that can happen is your system's producing blood clots, because blood clots are very dangerous. They have to go in surgically and remove them. They try to move them around a little bit with blood thinners, but that doesn't necessarily get rid of the clot. You always have to go in and remove it. You can end up with clots that clog your heart and clog your legs and make you lose limbs, entire limbs, because without blood going to your limbs, they start to decay. Then obviously the worst case is having a clot go up to your brain, where it can become an aneurysm and then you die. So thankfully that's not the case. I wasn't producing blood clots, but my valve was closing off, and they're not sure why. They think what happened is because of my high blood pressure and stuff, that my heart was pumping really, really fast and trying to suck more blood out of that valve than that valve could give, and it created a suction effect, and it kind of like pinched off the valve. They got it back open without having to go in surgically, with some different medications. Nitro was one of them. Nitro is a nitroglycerol or whatever, is a really great medicine for just like wide opening all your veins. So that helped, and then some other stuff as well that they gave me. I don't even remember. They have a bunch of paperwork with all the medication. It was like 4 or 5 different medications they put me on. At that time, I am currently only on blood pressure medicine, so that's the good sign right now. I've had a lot of tests done since. My last round of testing was about 5 days ago. I was in there for 6 hours as they were doing follow-up tests and checkups to make sure my heart's okay, make sure I don't need to be admitted, make sure don't need to be on other medications. Do I need to stay on nitroglycerol or what have you? And the good news is my heart tested at 99.8.9, something like that percent. Basically, if they had not known I had a heart attack, my tests were showing that my heart was basically 100% healthy. But because I had a heart attack, they know that just because the heart might be showing it's healthy doesn't mean that valve going in is 100% healthy. There's always a fear that it could suction again. And they say, obviously, a huge part of it is stress. There are things called stress heart attacks. Sometimes they're joked around by doctors as being the heartbreak heart attack, where like if something really traumatic happens, like a relationship ends, or a child dies or something, and that high stress can cause your body to have heart attacks as well. So it was like a combination of stress at the time, and my blood pressure and all that. So there's some things that we're doing and changing about my life to try to prevent this stuff from happening in the future. One of it's obviously weight loss. I'm already down 18 pounds. I don't know if you guys can tell yet. Probably not, because I don't think I'm really going to start showing for most of you guys over a camera weight loss until I'm down about 40 or 50 pounds. And then you'll actually notice a pretty significant visual change in my face, especially. So we'll see how long it takes me to get there. But it involves a diet change. Obviously, cutting out fast food entirely. I have, thankfully, the only fast food I have had was a salad at Subway once. So I've really cut down my fast food, which was happening every other day or so at least. And and cut back on certain food groups, increased other food groups like more fruit and vegetables, although I was already eating a lot of veggies, but a lot more fruit now as well, a lot more plant-based stuff. Obviously, I'm still having meat and chicken and all that, but less frequently, less cheese and dairy. Not entirely cut out, but I need to cut out enough to cause significant weight loss, which is what I've done. I can't resume normal workouts until, oh God, I have one more test to do before I can resume normal workouts. But I can do walks. So I've been doing walking every single day. Haven't got my walk in yet today. I'll probably do it tonight when it's a little cooler outside because I don't like the heat and it's really humid. So I try to do my walks either early morning or at night. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. Not a huge deal. I can handle the walks. My flat feet kill me, but you know what? My feet hurting is worth me adding years to my life. So that's kind of the plan right now is lose as much weight as I can. I need to lose about 70 pounds. They think to normalize my blood pressure and not have that be an issue, and that'll allow me to also handle more stress because when your blood pressure is low, you can actually take on more stress because stress causes your blood pressure to actually go even higher. So if you already have high blood pressure, plus you add in stress on top, your body just goes crazy. So that's kind of the game plan at the moment, and it's going well so far, and it's going to have to continue to go well. This is no longer I might lose the weight, or, wouldn't it be nice to drop 50 pounds? It's a, no, I lose weight or I die. It's pretty simple. I do not want to experience another heart attack ever. I've already had a few chest tightness things happen since. All of them happening when I'm highly stressed. So I've been working on some relaxation techniques, some meditation. I am religious. I am Roman Catholic, so I've obviously been praying. It's okay if you're not. I really don't care. Don't care what religion you are. Don't care if you're atheist. It does not matter to me. But that's just what I've been doing to try to help calm myself down in high stress situations, which are naturally going to occur when you have children. 3 children to be exact. Anyone knows a parent of 1 child, let alone 3, that it can be very stressful. Sometimes for many, many days in a row, if not weeks, before things can calm down. And that's a big stress on my life. I had a little relationship issues happening at the time as well between me and Yulia. Those are great. Her and I are amazing. We love each other. We could not be happier together than we are right now. And it's not because the heart attack brought us closer together. That actually had nothing to do with it. Had some other stuff. We're very, very happy together. We're happy. We're the happiest together we've been in a long time. And a lot of that's just because I have taken this heart attack thing as a sign that I need to be a better family man. I need to be there for my children more. I need to be there for her more. But unfortunately, what comes along with all of that is money. I was working another job besides YouTube. I'll just come right out and say it. I was roofing part-time. For anyone who's ever done that job before, it's very hard work. You are up there in the sun and the heat all day, ripping shingles off and putting new shingles on, and sometimes having to replace the baseboard underneath. And it's hard work. I would get paid under the table. Hey, thank you so much, CB, who just gave $7.51 over... what is that? Streamlabs? Thank you so much for using the Streamlabs donation link. I know I don't have anything listed on Mixer right now, so I apologize to anyone watching on Mixer if you're trying to donate and I don't have a donation link. I don't have the About section down there. Again, my first stream ever. If you're on Mixer watching and you'd like to know the donation link, I can give it to you guys. So anyways, I can't do roofing anymore. I haven't been able to work it for about 2 weeks now. And I was getting paid cash, weekly. So I haven't had paychecks from that in 2 weeks. And I'm not allowed to basically do manual labor, doctor order. So I can't go back to warehousing. They don't even want me standing up and being a cashier. Now, that doesn't mean they don't want me physically active. They want me to be physically active, but not for the 8 hours in a row that a job like warehousing or whatever would demand. That really limits my job opportunities because I don't have a college degree. So finding desk jobs that don't require college degrees can be a bit rough. But I am currently and have currently applied for multiple data entry jobs, which data entry jobs are extremely boring. They pay well, but they're very boring. And most of them I can work from home, which to me is important because as has become apparent the last 2 weeks, I need to be spending as much time as I can with my family. And working from home enables me to spend more time with my family than any job outside of the house. So data entry jobs I can do from home, as boring as they might be, I think is also the best for my mental well-being as well, to help with stress levels and all that. So that being said, that's kind of what I'm looking at for work right now. I obviously haven't been doing anything on YouTube. There's been a video here or there sporadically the last couple of weeks, but that's been it. I think this stream right here is the first content that's been on my channel in a week. Ever since I went camping, which camping with my kids was a mistake. We literally took a vacation. We took a vacation from the vacation. We went camping for 4 days, and it was really highly stressful, and I almost triggered another heart attack because of how stressful it was. Ended up not being a good decision. But coming out of that, we got my future sister-in-law to watch the kids for a couple days, and Yuli and I escaped to a casino resort place. We didn't really go there for the casino. We went there because we had a couple night free hotel stay. I had a free hotel stay. She had a free hotel stay. So we went for 2 nights and just enjoyed. They had an adult-only swimming pool area. And they have bowling and other activities that we got to sit back and enjoy each other's company without the kids. And it was an amazing time, and it's probably the happiest I have been in a long time. Just spending those couple days with just me and my fiance away from everything. It might have been the best thing that ever happened for my mental health and my heart, because I've never been more relaxed in my entire life. It was amazing. And I wish I could do that kind of stuff every week, to be honest, but you can't. You're not going to have free hotel stays like that every week and be able to always find the time away from the kids to do that. But it was nice, and me and my fiance did agree that we need to try to have a date night once a week where we kind of get away from the kids if we can find a sitter. But finding sitters for 3 kids is pretty difficult, to be honest. A lot of our family members don't want to watch them even for a few hours because it's a lot of work. Children are just a lot of work. That being said, none of that really matters at this juncture. Beyond that's just what's been happening. I'm on track to what my doctor wants me to be doing for losing weight, and things are going well. And as soon as I'm cleared to work out more, the weight will come off probably even faster, because then I'll be able to do more than just walks. I'll be able to throw in some other stuff. Maybe a little bit of weight training because I want to build some of my muscles back up a bit too as well. Work a bit more on my core. Work on losing more of this belly fat with some sit-ups and push-ups or whatever. There's a zillion different workouts you can do for your core that I can't do right now, but I'm hoping to do once I'm medically cleared. Should be next week. That's what we're looking at, knocking on wood here. So yeah, that's been it. So as I said, the roughest part in all of this right now on my mental ability on anything has just been the money situation because I haven't been able to work. And the unfortunate thing about the way the world works is it doesn't matter what the medical emergency is, right? I could literally have cancer or something and been in the hospital for the last 2 weeks. The bills don't stop coming because you're having a medical emergency. I'm already not looking forward to the bill I have coming just from my hospital visits and all the testing. Thousands of dollars coming out of pocket for all that stuff, I'm sure, especially the ER visit, because the ER visit is always expensive. So it's just been a lot of stress now lately on that, being like, okay, how am I paying the cell phone bill? How am I paying electric this month? The money I relied on to do that, which was roofing, is gone. I was paying most of my bills of roofing. Now I don't have that money anymore. Now I barely have any money coming from YouTube. I think because of the last 2 weeks, I've only made like $100 on YouTube the last month. So everything's kind of hitting the fan right now, and I don't have a lot of help because a lot of my family is pretty tapped out and can't really help me much. So I'm trying to get one of these data entry jobs as fast as I can and get a paycheck rolling in as fast as I can so everything stabilizes. That's kind of my goal right now is I need to get one of these data entry jobs, just get paychecks rolling in so I can fix everything financially. that'll be a stress off my back. There'll be other stresses as well along the way, but what does that mean for this channel? One thing I can say is that there'll probably be less videos. In the past, I have been trying to get up at least one video a day, sometimes 2 or 3. And there might be days where that happens, where I do get 2 to 3 videos up. I was just getting back into Prime News before all this happened. I just made changes to the podcast before all this happened. And I think because I need to spend more time with my family and because I need to focus more on whatever my next job is, whether it's data entry or I find some other work at home job that I can do. I don't know what else I can do at home besides data entry. I will gladly be working those jobs to provide for my family. And then YouTube will just kind of happen when I have time. There are some things that are always going to happen. The podcast, we're actually recording the first episode since my heart attack tonight. We took 1 week off from it. We back at it tonight. I don't have any topics for it yet. I do have to get that sorted out. But we are doing the podcast tonight. So that'll be, or I think, you know what? I shouldn't say for sure it's happening tonight. I haven't talked to Eric and 5J. They might be assuming I'm taking another week off, which maybe I should take another week off. I have no idea, but I really want to get back into the swing of things. So all the stuff on Patreon is basically going to always exist. So like on patreon.com/Nintendo Prime, we say we'll have a weekly podcast. We'll be back to doing the weekly podcast. There's other stretch goals on there as well that if we ever get to will happen too. I think our next stretch goal is at $400. I'll stream at least one game. I'll do one game stream per week. That would still happen if we hit that. The $600 goal would still happen, the $800, the $1,000, etc., the $1,200, $1,500, all those goals. If we ever hit those on Patreon, those would happen. I'm fully committed to making sure the content that we hit for our goals on Patreon happens. So that's number one, is that the podcast, which is like the only goal we've hit so far, is going to be happening. As for my other videos, like Prime News coming back, I love Prime News. I'm not going to lie. Does it mean Streamlabs is something people can hit up? What does that mean, Corey? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, Streamlabs link is in the description. We've already had one donation, something like that. And as I said, if I do game streams, even if we hit like that one game stream thing, you can make sure to follow on Mixer, guys. Mixer is where let me do this quick here. Mixer is where I'm going to be doing my game streams. So let me put up the Mixer URL here again for you guys, for the new people watching. We're not going to be streaming on Twitch anymore just because I disagree with a bunch of Twitch's policies. So our game streams are going to be happening on Mixer. I can't commit to any days or regular streams to it, and I'll try to advertise it with a community post every time we go live on Mixer as well on YouTube for you guys. But if you just follow over there, I think it gives out pretty good notifications if I remember checking on Mixer. So it's that's a lot. As for other videos, I talked about the Patreon videos, other videos. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just going to be frank with you guys. I don't know. As I said, I love Prime News. I want to do Prime News daily. And maybe as long as I don't have my other job, thanks, Corey, for the $2 Canadian for ditching Twitch. I should sign a deal with Microsoft and Mixer. I'm not big enough to sign a deal with anyone. Let's just be honest. I struggle to get any sponsors on my channel. We're not going to. And now I'm barely uploading right now, so we're not a really good candidate for that. Am I going to watch the Packers preseason game? No, because we have a podcast to record. Anyways, I think the point is regular videos like Prime News and other stuff, they're going to happen as I feel like doing them right now and as I have time. I want to do Prime News again every day, but and that might start happening again next week. But that's really only contingent on when when I get a new job, Because then once I get a new job, everything's going to change. So I'm kind of tentative. Do I really want to push Prime News out and then have people expect it all the time, and then all of a sudden I get a new job and can't do it? I don't know if that's... So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing for the other videos. Basically what I'm saying. I'm still going to put out news because I like news. I like talking about news. I'm still going to have discussion videos because I like discussing things. I love Nintendo, and they're a big part of my life. And I'm going to continue to talk about them and cover their stuff. But I can't guarantee what that coverage is going to look like beyond our Patreon stuff for a while. And I hope that that's understandable, because obviously I had like a life-altering thing happen here. So it's hard for me to know where... I mean, who knows? Maybe things get back and I am doing a video every day. Maybe it's like nothing ever changed. But I can't predict that right now. I purposely took this entire last week off for me. But now I'm at the point where bills are piling up and I got... Where is my wallet even? Yeah, here's my wallet. Bills are piling up and there is nothing in my wallet except an engagement ring that I'd have to fix. Can you believe that? The diamond fell off the engagement ring? Look at that. I've never had that happen. A diamond fell off the engagement ring. It's crazy. I got to take this back to the place and use my insurance claim on it, because I do have an extended warranty. Anyways, but yeah, my wallet is empty. And it's not a very good feeling. It's not a good feeling knowing that, we have so many groceries in the house, and when they're out, I don't know how I'm buying more. It's not a good feeling. We're going to apply for a little bit of assistance during this time from the local government, but I don't like living off government assistance crap. But I also have to make sure I have food and stuff for my kids. So hopefully I'm not on that for more than like a month. But that's just the way things are right now. Doing what I got to do to get by. I wish I could take months and months away and not work at all and have all my bills pay themselves, but that's just not the case. I have to get another job ASAP. So, doctor approved desk job. All right. I guess this is where you guys can ask questions or whatever you feel like saying, or want to know or want to chat with me. I haven't seen you guys like live in weeks, let alone seeing you guys in a video in a week. So what do you guys want to talk about? Is there any Nintendo news or something going on that you would like me to talk about that I've just not been talking about because I haven't been around? MC/Ness says he wants more songs, please. We'll see. I don't really plan to do much music stuff. That song I uploaded was for my fiance, and there's some logistics on why it went live. It had nothing to do with me wanting it to be public. I knew it was going to be copyright claimed. It was copyright claimed. It wasn't for anything. Why is Paya's Diary side papaya? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Kukola. SNES games coming to Switch. Is that a thing that happened? Is that actual news, or are you just hoping? Again, I have literally not been on the internet. I've checked Twitter a couple times, and that's basically it. I have not been online at all. So are SNES games announced for Switch? I made a video on the Outer Worlds before my heart attack, Jeff. Have SNES games been announced? I don't think SNES games have been announced, have they? The SNES controller has been patented, but there hasn't been an announcement. Okay. And Town, looks like Town got a name change to Little Town Hero. It looks like. From Game Freak. That's news that's out there right now. Half of Metroid Prime 3's core team is still working at Retro Studios. Okay, cool. Vanishing of Ethan Carter is coming out on the 15th. I know the revised Switch is now out in the wild. I've actually seen it at stores. So that's kind of cool that that's out there. I don't see a lot of huge news. I'm sure there's some news some of you guys are really curious about. This is cool. Hello Games wants to see No Man's Sky come to Switch. That's kind of interesting. I know that we've made jokes about No Man's Sky in the past, but what it is today is a damn good game compared to what it was at launch. What's up, Zulziak? How am I doing? I am here. I'm alive. Isn't that good news? Have I been playing Pillars? No, I haven't. Gonna be honest with you guys. I have not touched a video game in a little bit now. Probably since the heart attack. You would think, oh, you have more downtime. All my downtime's been spent with my kids until right now. My kids are taking a nap. That's why I can stream. And my fiance isn't home. If my fiance was home, I probably wouldn't be streaming. So my kids are taking a nap, and my fiance is helping a grandparent pack some stuff up because they're moving. So I have some time to stream right now. So I have not been gaming, like at all. No Madden, no nothing. Nothing on Switch. I don't even know where my Switch is right there on the couch. My kids must have played it. I have not played anything. I want to get back into games, of course, because they're relaxing. But I gotta kind of get back into the habit. I will. It'll probably be a new game that comes out, and I know I said I wasn't gonna buy any more new games in 2019, but I can't really afford to buy anything right now, so it's hard for me to talk about buying new games. I'm sorry. I should really stop bringing up money. I know it's a terrible habit of mine I have over the last, God knows, 2 years on this channel. I gotta stop bringing up money. Money is not the be-all, end-all, guys. I'll survive. I'll be all right. I'm all right now, aren't I? I'll be all right. Now someone's gonna yell at me that I'm drinking a soda. I know. Okay. I know. It's not part of my diet. Don't need to be yelled at for it, all right? It's the first soda I've had in like 5 days. It just happened to be in my fridge. Leftovers from before the heart attack, I suppose. Do I drive and have a driver's license? I do drive. I do have a driver's license. But DoorDash is not in my area. And I am not approved to do things like Uber because I have a heart condition now. I have to be heart attack free for something like 5 years for it to be considered no longer a heart condition. So I can't do things like Uber because they won't let people do it who have heart conditions. Because they don't obviously want you to have a heart attack while you're driving other people in your car. So Uber does exist in my area, but I can't do that. Lyft isn't in my area. DoorDash is only in part of Eau Claire, and it's a very tiny area. And they might approve me because you don't have to have like people in your car. But I'm not doing DoorDash. I'm not going to drive all the way to Eau Claire to do DoorDash. I probably won't make enough money. It's not that big of a town. So, the SNES games will come as soon as 3/4 of online memberships need to be renewed. So September. I missed the announcement of Garfield Furious Racing coming to Switch in November. Nice. Soda, you know better. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I've been drinking a lot of water. Pretty much been drinking exclusively water. But technically, I'm supposed to be having alcohol every day. That was a cool thing to have the doctor tell me, hey, you should be drinking every day. Not getting drunk. I should be having... He wants, he said 2 glasses of wine, but even, other booze is fine too, as long as you keep it to like 2 drinks and be done. But yeah, I'm supposed to be having a couple drinks every day now. So that's kind of cool. That's one cool thing to come out of is the doctor saying, hey, look, it's actually really good for your heart if you have a couple drinks a day. I'm like, sweet. See, alcohol does have a health benefit, guys. Just people overdo it. And when you overdo it, that's when it's not healthy anymore. But in small doses, it's actually good for you. So that was one of the only cool things to come out of is, oh, hey, look, I get to have a couple drinks every day. Pretty much do it before bed. Helps you fall asleep anyways. You do you. Life throws a hell of a ton of curveballs. It's about how you live and learn. What's up, Juan? It feels good to be back. I have not live streamed in so long. And I know it's weird, too. It's like the middle of the day on a Thursday. Who live streams in the middle of the day on a Thursday? Apparently I do. At least the economy is good. They say if anyone that wants to work is working, so that's something. Yeah, I'll find a 32-ounce beer. I'm guessing would be more than 2 drinks. That's more like 3. But I mean, it's not like I couldn't have a beer. Obviously, there's some sugars and stuff in it that aren't good for me, but um the real ones live stream whenever. So you drink 9 beers per day. Probably. Oh man. Yeah, a couple drinks a day is actually good for your heart. So as long as your body can process it and your liver is good and everything, which mine is. So they tested everything out on me, make sure everything's functioning. Everything else seems to be functioning. OJ does. He's on his 10-minute starting timer as yeah. OJ streams around this time, like Monday through Friday. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose a bunch of people dipping out who follow him to go watch his stream, which is fine. I don't really know what to say at this point. A lot of this is just Smeggy Fartface says hello. What a name. Says hello over on Mixer. How's it going, Smeggy? I don't know why you're calling yourself Fartface. That's a little strange in my opinion. But what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? What do I know? How do you give embers? Oh, there. It's like a little plus. I'm just looking over at this stuff on. Did that just give me money? I don't even know if they gave me money. I just did like a little 100-something heart thing. OJ streams every day. Yeah, OJ's, in my opinion, OJ has become a live streamer who also makes YouTube videos. That's just my opinion. So he was a YouTuber. I mean, you can still be a YouTuber and do live streams, but I think he's more of a streamer now. When you're doing live streams every single day, sometimes 2 of them a day, which he does sometimes, because he'll do like this one during the day, then sometimes he'll play like games at night. That's you're a streamer at that point. Like, you live stream more than you do normal videos. You're a streamer. I tried to sign up using my Google phone number and got rejected. Well, you just use an email. I would never put my phone number into something like Mixer. I just use my email. Granted, I already had an account. Abel Spring 540 hits me with 100 whatever those things are. What are those things called again? 100 sparks. Dude, what the heck are sparks? That I gotta look this up. Sparks Mixer. What is Sparks? All right. What are Sparks? Sparks are site-wide currency. I acquire these by watching streams and streaming yourself. They can be used on things like purchasing teams or using interactive controls on streams. Okay. That's how you get Sparks, but what are Sparks? Okay. Huh. I honestly don't know what Sparks are. I know Embers for sure. Like, if you give Embers, I know Embers are like are actual money on Mixer. Like, I get actual money from Mixer from that. Sparks, I have no idea what Sparks are for at all. But Embers, those are like, if I hit this thing up here, it says get Embers, and you can spend money on Embers. Those Embers actually equal out to actual money in my pocket. And once we have 2,000 followers on Mixer, if we ever get to 2,000, I shouldn't be that presumptive, we can become a partner. And then that's when you guys can do like subscribing, like $5 subscriptions or whatever they are. Sparks is like Twitch bits, so it is money. So Sparks is money. Yeah, but see, bits is money. So like when people do bits on Twitch, each bit is 1 penny to me. So if Sparks are like bits, then it would mean that if someone gives me 100 Sparks, they're giving me $1. Theoretically, if it's like bits. But I could be wrong. I have no idea. I'm new to Mixer. I'll figure it out as we go. Especially once I get to doing a game stream exclusively on Mixer, I'll figure it out. All right, what are some of you other guys saying? Y2 Wrestling says, "What do you think of Damon X Machina taking down people's videos? You mean Marvelous, the company behind it, taking down people's videos? The game itself didn't do it. Seems like they were trying to make the game fail. I do think it's weird that a game like Damon X Machina really needs fans to boost it, right? Look what it's doing for Astral Chain. I think Astral Chain is going to absolutely blow up next month because of fans. And I think Damon X Machina needs people talking about it more. And I noticed a long time ago, if you use any trailer footage from them, you're claimed. You use anything from the Treehouse, anything that isn't your own. Like when I use my own gameplay demo footage, I don't get in trouble. I've never got claimed by them using my own gameplay footage. But if I'm using any demo stuff, any trailer stuff, they get really mad. So I think the only people that really hurts isn't me. It hurts them. I don't know why they're doing it. I think it's stupid. I know OJ said he's not going to be covering Damon X Machina anymore because of it. I think that's a little extreme. I'm never going to base my coverage on copyright strikes. They're not even strikes. They're just claims on copyright claims. Because here's the thing. I understand that for like someone like Player Essence, he's doing YouTube for a living. It's his only source of revenue. So I can understand why he's going to care a bit more about it. And right now I have like no sources of revenue, so I should really care about it. But if I'm being just completely honest, I simply want the games that I want to cover to be covered. So if I feel like covering Damon X Machina, I'm going to cover it and not give a crap what Marvelous does. That's just the bottom line. I just don't care. I would love to make money on the video. Of course, the $1.50 I'm going to make off a video, which is what I make on average per video, by the way, in case people didn't know, I barely make anything per video. But if they take that $1.50 from me, it's not the end of the world. As long as I'm enjoying what I'm doing and covering what I want to cover, I'll complain about it. Certainly, I'll let Marvelous know that I wish they wouldn't do it. That I do think there are going to be people like OJ that won't cover your game because of it. Might be people who won't review your game because of it. But personally, I'm going to cover games I want to cover when I want to cover them, regardless of what's going to happen out in the YouTube space. So that's just the way I am. That's just the way it's going to be. I don't like what Marvelous is doing. But if I feel like covering Damon X Machina, I'm still going to cover it. Right now, I don't really feel like covering it at this exact moment. But it could change. I could release another demo of it. I could be really, really impressed again and want to talk more about it, and then I will. So, so it's what, 2,000 sparks is $1? Is that what it says on Reddit? I honestly don't know. I don't know how it works. So 20,000 sparks, sorry, for $1. So I don't even have $1 worth of credit on my. I guess you get it for free though, so it's hard to complain. You just watch streams and you get sparks. So I guess that's not too bad. So if you watch for 5 minutes, you get 250 sparks, something like that. Interesting. We'll have to figure it out. I could pop in some other people popular streams on Mixer and ask them questions, I guess, about how it all works. Let's see here. Oh, you can use email. Yep. I used email for my account on Mixer. So, let's see here. Y2 Wrestling earlier asked the question: "Is thoughts on potential tiers for Nintendo Switch Online? Just a rumor, but the internet would break." I don't think the internet would break, but I mean, the idea for tiers has been coming out because people don't think Nintendo can do SNES games for $10 a year or N64 games for $10 a year. There needs to be tiers to have all. I don't know. You tell me. Are tiers good enough for you? I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Let me see here. I'm just going back and seeing what other questions there might be. If you guys have any questions for me, by the way, go in the chat at Nintendo Prime. It should be the same on Mixer, I believe, too. and ask me a question. We had 9 people watching on Mixer. Just go ahead, ask me a question. Ask me anything you want to know about my health situation, about lifestyle changes, about my family. If you really want to know something that I'm willing to talk about the channel, about Nintendo stuff, whatever, ask away. Just try to keep politics and religion out of it. It's just kind of a general rule I have. We don't talk about politics and religion. So, let's see here. Just scrolling up to see if there were any other questions. Scruffy Shots said, "Hey man, sad to hear about your heart attack. I experienced chest tightness in the past, so it's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's scary." Let's see here. Lumadonkey said, "I had blood clots and had to give myself daily injections for a while to get over them." Ouch. Yeah, roofing is tough work. Pays really well though. I think that's all of the questions. Just kind of glancing through the chat here. WoW Guy TC said, "How do I feel about the Switch Lite? I think it's got a place in the market. It's a 3DS replacement. It's $200, replaces the 3DS. If you're looking to upgrade from your 3DS, Switch Lite makes a lot of sense. Is it for me? No, but there's going to be a lot of parents and kids that are going to love having the Switch Lite. There's going to be a lot of adults that are going to use 2 Switches and have just their normal Switch stay docked all the time and then take a Switch Lite with them on the go. Because you can do that for most games. There are games like Splatoon where it's a little more difficult to do that, but for most games, it'll be pretty easy to do, thanks to cloud backups and everything. Let's see here. User denied permission. That's weird. See, the email I used, Kukola, was the maybe this is why it worked so well. I used a Microsoft email. I have an old Hotmail email that I used. I think they're all Outlook emails now. So that's how I signed up. So maybe it was just easier because I know Mixer is owned by Microsoft. So signing up with a actual Microsoft email was probably the easiest way to go about it. It could also be that there's some weird stuff in your cookies now, so you need to clear out your cookies after failing with the other way you did it. So if you clear out your cookies, it might work too. That's just a general internet browser thing. Just try signing up in incognito mode. That'll let you know, basically, because incognito mode doesn't use cookies. So if you use incognito mode and sign up and then it works, then you know it's a cookie thing. Because obviously, if Kukola, you want to watch my streams on Mixer, whenever I decide to do some game streams, you're going to want to be able to be there. So let's try to get this figured out, huh? Best Buy is getting Green Joy-Con pair in October. Is there another set you'd like to see? For some reason, I think, is there a set of Neon Pink yet? Like, I know there's the one, like, pink that goes with Splatoon stuff, but is there, like, a set of Neon Pink? I think Neon Pink would go over really well. Heck, I might buy it. just to have it, real men play with pink. That did not sound good. Keep your mind out of the gutter, Nate. Let's see here. How bad is it, your condition? It seems that as long as I lose my weight and hit my weight loss goals, that I will be okay for the most part. Obviously, always at increased risk. There is a history of heart disease in my family, so it's not extremely surprising. But I am, until I lose weight, at increased risk. And even after losing weight, I'm still at an increased risk compared to most people since I've already had a heart attack. But it'll be to the point where I shouldn't really have to worry about it as much. Might even be able to do manual labor intensive jobs after I lose weight. If I lose weight and my blood pressure normalizes naturally without medicine, that's when I can go back to kind of living a mostly normal life. So hopefully by next summer is what my hope is. Basically, like a little under a year from now, I'm hoping to be where I want to be. That's kind of what the game plan that we came up with is, hey, let's not rush it. Give it a year. Let's go 1 year to the day. Should be able to hit my weight loss plan with my new workouts and the walking and obviously the diet changes and all that. What kind of exercises can I do after the heart attack? Pretty much anything. It's just going to be about how long I can do it for. Like I can run after I get approved. I just can't, do like a marathon. I'm not going to run for like an hour straight kind of thing. I can do weightlifting. I can pretty much do everything. It's just shorter bursts. So like I can't do like these 2-hour intensive workouts some people do. I can't do that. So I can't train like I'm going to be in the NFL or something. But I can basically do normal workouts in shorter bursts, 10, 15 minutes, which is really all you need. If you do that like once or twice a day, it's really all you need to do. For weight loss purposes anyways. And I'm still going to do my walks. The daily walk, I walk about 3 to 5 miles a day. I try to do at least 3. That's going to continue. I'm still going to be doing that every day no matter what. That's just a basic cardio. It's not super hard on my body. And it just gets you active, especially since the work I'm approved for right now is doing things that involve like sitting or, for the most part, sitting, like YouTube, like doing the stream. It's good to get off your butt and walk. Because it's just healthy for you in general, let alone because of the heart condition. So, Sonic Man the best. Hey there, how am I feeling? Physically, I could definitely tell that I'm not 100%. You would think after my last heart testing for 6 hours and how things came out really well that I wouldn't be able to tell that anything was wrong, but I can kind of tell. I get a shortness of breath way quicker than I was before, and I'm fat. So like I'm used to being short on breath, but now it happens even quicker. Chest tightness happens especially when I'm really stressed out. So I could tell. I just don't I get symptoms, but I don't actually get the heart attack. It's kind of one of those things like, okay, I get kind of a warning sign, and then I know I need to calm down. I need to do something to slow my heart rate or something, and then I'm fine. So it's just kind of a subconscious, oh shit, I know. I need to do something about this right now, or it's going to lead to the next step, which is another heart attack, which you definitely don't want. Joe Prosco sent a first aid effect over on over on Mixer with 5,000 of those little sparks, which I have no idea what that equates to. But thank you so much, Joe Prosco. I know over on Mixer I don't have anything in the About section, so there's no way to donate or anything. But if you guys feel like donating, use the Streamlabs link down in the description here on YouTube. You can obviously use Super Chats as well if you would really like to. You can use Embers as well, and Embers and Sparks over on Mixer as well. And you can always follow on patreon.com/NintendoPrime for as little as $1 a month. It's just kind of all the ways to show monetary support. You don't have to, of course. It's okay. Fire Soul says, who do you think and hope the next 2 Smash DLC will be? God, I haven't given thought to this in a long time. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if, I know we already have Sonic and stuff in the game. Wouldn't it be cool, though, if we got Dr. Eggman in the game, too? Get the enemy from Sonic. I mean, why not? Sonic already works so closely with Nintendo as is, thanks to like the Olympic game stuff. So why not get Dr. Eggman in? I think that would be really cool. Obviously, there's a lot of thoughts there's going to be more third-party characters from other franchises. So I'm not sure. I mean, I'd love to see Conker come in, but I don't think Conker. I think now we got Banjo-Kazooie. Hoping for Conker is a little too much. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, there could be more Nintendo characters, of course. There's a ton of them that haven't made the game yet, but I'm not really sure. I haven't put much thought into it, to be completely honest. I'm not like a huge Smash guy. I just wanted Conker and Banjo-Kazooie. We got Banjo-Kazooie, so now I'm on the Conker train until a day arrives that Conker is added to the game, which will probably never happen, but I can keep hoping. Let's see here. Lots of questions, I think, now. Coming in a little bit. I guess not a ton of questions. Um, through my school, I use the Outlook app because Apple doesn't like it anymore for some reason. That's weird. Oh, on your phone. Okay. Um, obviously double blue, not neon blue. 3 days before Luigi's Mansion 3. Are you talking about when the Joy-Cons come out? Out in October? You know the Zero Joy-Con bundle is a great deal. Sorry you're going through this. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Mentally, I'm doing great. Um, things aren't perfect, of course. I mean, whose mental state is ever perfect? But my kids are napping right now, and they're pretty happy and cheerful and wonderful. Um, my what was I gonna say? Me and my fiance are doing amazing, even though the diamond fell out of her ring, which really sucks. It's the most expensive part of the ring. But I have an insurance plan on it, so we should be able to get that taken care of. Of course, I think there's like a copay fee, which, anyways, I'll worry about that when I worry about it. I won't, because I do want to get it replaced ASAP. She said she feels naked without the ring on. But me and her are doing great right now. We had a little rough patch for a bit over some stuff, but things are going wonderful right now. She's happier with me than she's ever been, and I think again a lot of it is just us refining our relationship the last 2 weeks. Not because of the heart attack, but the heart attack for me making me set aside pretty much all of my time exclusively for her and my kids. So that's really helped rekindle up the relationship a bit, because not a bit, a lot, because she started remembering, the man she fell in love with and all that stuff. And obviously, any talk about my heart attack around her, she doesn't want to hear it because she doesn't want to lose me. She is deathly afraid that she's gonna come home one day from hanging out with some friends or some family, or school or work or whatever she ends up doing in the future, and find me dead. She's really scared. She's probably scared right now, to be honest. This is the longest she's been away from me, for the last 5 days right now, and she's just helping out a family member move. And I know she's really worried. So she doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to think about it. She doesn't want to imagine a life this so soon, where I'm not here. And that's hard for her, because she does love me a lot. She might need me more than the kids, if I'm being completely honest. No, the kids need me too. Gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta be here for as long as possible. 2 stents in his heart. Oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to have that. Yeah, I know about weightlifting belts. I know all about those for people that have bad backs. I know about weightlifting belts. Yep. I thought I lost my wallet, but I found it. I called them back, and the officer was I don't really call the police when I lose my wallet. I just cancel all my stuff. And then again, if you have I don't keep my social security card or anything. Like, all I have is my ID in there, and like whatever, I have nothing else. Like, I'm looking at my wallet right now, which I can't show you guys. I don't really have anything. I mean, the ring right now, this being in there would suck if I lost it. I should probably not keep that in there, but it's to remind me to stop at the place and see what I can do about it. Hope I don't have to buy like a replacement one for now, like a cheap replacement ring till they fix it. If they tell me it's going to be a while, because I'll want to get a replacement one, which, let's see here. What else are people saying? Mr. Pete, 1985. Mixer, boys. That's right, we're live on Mixer right now. Let's see here. Nate would not like that music. What music? Yeah, I think as long as you keep at it, then everything will work out some way or another. That's the hope. the great hope is that, I have to keep at it. I don't have a choice. I don't want to die. No one wants to see me dead. Morrison22, thank you for following over at Mixer. Hypebot says hello. So as long as I do everything I'm supposed to do, I think I'll be all right. Got to keep at the weight loss. The day you step on a scale, you see a couple extra pounds on, you're like, oh no, what did I eat? Or what didn't I do? What did I forget to work out? Blah, blah, blah. But he told me not to freak out about it. Just keep at it. Just work out and do your thing, and it should be okay. So, like today, after being gone for 3 days on 2.5 days on a little vacation with my fiance, I did come back weighing like a pound and a half more than I did before I left. That's not surprising. I was eating more food on that little vacation than I have been since my diet, because I was trying to relax and enjoy myself. So I might have had like some slices of pizza, which I'm not supposed to be having pizza. But again, I justified it as special occasion. I'm on a little vacation with my fiance. I'm not gonna worry as much while I'm on that vacation. But now that I'm home, we're back at it. I mean, besides me finishing this bottle of soda that I'm not supposed to be drinking, besides this, we're back at it. Morrison says, hi, late to the stream. Wasn't expecting it. Gonna rewind and catch up. Missed you, Nate. Yeah, man, I missed you too, Morrison, dude. I missed all you guys. Ooh, some papers fell. Seriously, I miss all you guys. It's been a long time. 1 week since my last video. What was it, 2.5, 3 weeks since my last live stream? It's been a long time. Nick G says, hey, Nate, any thoughts on getting donations towards being fit? Kind of like when you did the shots for donations. So I've done a donation workout stream before. If you guys remember, I used to do like, for every $1, I'll do a push-up or a sit-up or something like that, right? I've done that before. Some people were cool with it. Other people thought it was kind of scummy. Like, why are we paying you to do something you should just be doing on your own? It's a pretty fair criticism, right? Like, you shouldn't have to pay me to work out. I don't really need the motivation. Motivation is not an issue right now. I mean, it's pretty much you're going to die young or you're not. That's the motivation. You're either going to die before you're 40 or you're not. I mean, what more motivation you need to stick to something than you're going to die. Period. It's not like, you have a chance. It's like, no, you're probably like 90% chance. Like, not even like, your risk of diabetes or whatever is at, is 10% higher. Like, no, you're going to die. 90% chance you're going to die if you don't change. Like, that's pretty big motivating factor. So the way I say with things like donations and super chats is just give money if you want to give and don't if you don't. It's pretty simple. I'm not going to sit here and start asking you guys to, hey, look, I need X amount of money, hundreds of dollars to pay my electric bill. I need hundreds of dollars to pay this. Please help me out while I'm trying to find work. It's my problem, not your guys's, right? And I'm not going to be like, give me money to motivate me to work out. I have motivation. That's not an issue. Obviously, doing donations for shots is not something that's going to be happening for quite some time. I did talk to the doctor about it. It's not like I can't drink booze and can't, get a little tipsy once in a blue moon, but I need to hit certain weight loss goals before I can even think about that kind of stuff. So basically, the first weight loss goal before I can think about that's like 40 pounds. Then I can have like a night a week or something like that, where I can have a little quote unquote too much and still be fine. But and even then the type of shots I do, I gotta get away from like the rum chatas of the world and do like, which sad because I gotta finish the bottle of rum chata I have first, but get to some other stuff that's a bit better for you. Let's see here. But yeah, if you guys do want to super chat or donate, I mean, you guys know how to do it at this point. I don't need to tell you. It was in my front pocket though. That's weird. Speaking of which, I need to get my license so I can fly there. They aren't telling people correctly in the letter and are ripping people off. Trexer, hey Nate, I hope you're doing okay. I'm here. About as okay as you're gonna get for now. Vacation to Mars. Maybe Miyamoto will visit. Do I have a new camera? No, I do not. This is the same camera I had before. It's in focus. That helps. So I know I look crystal clear right now. What might make it look a little better right now is technically my camera is on 4K mode. So it's actually 4K being downsampled to 1080p. So that's probably why it looks a bit better. Technically, though, the camera is only bringing in a 30 FPS feed while my stream is outputting at 60 FPS. So it's not actually as smooth as it could be. But that's why it probably looks better. Because we record our podcast in 4K, and then I downsample the 1080 in editing. So that's basically what this is. This is 4K, but it's being downsampled in the stream. That's probably why it looks crisper. Let's see here. Wondering where you were this past week. Hey, Philip. Taking some time. Time I couldn't really afford to take, but time I needed to take. I could have sworn IGN reported Walmart will stop selling all video games. Okay, so the Walmart thing's been really weird. So that's something we could talk about a bit. Walmart is doing some weird things. I haven't been to my local Walmart to check, but some Walmarts like pulled all violent video games, including like the arcade cabinets. But then Walmart's official statement is, "Oh, we've just removed some advertising. We still plan to sell all these video games like normal." But then there's people that are like grab one of those Mortal Kombat 11 arcade cabinets and they go to the register and the register won't let them check out because it says they no longer sell that product. So like, it's weird because Walmart corporate is saying, "Hey, look, we're just making it so we're not advertising violent video games, not that we won't sell them." But yet, you can't even buy that Mortal Kombat 11 arcade cabinet online on Walmart.com anymore either. So there's a lot of conflicting stuff going on right now. Now, it's obviously known that Walmart is one of the companies that does support Donald Trump, the current president of the United States. Again, I know this gets political, but Donald Trump is the one who made the public statement out there that he was basically blaming mass shootings on video games, which we all know as gamers simply isn't the truth of the matter. There are lots and lots and lots of countries out there that have these exact same violent video games that aren't having mass shootings. The difference is what else they're allowed to own. We won't get into that. Again, it's really political. But it's one of those situations where companies that are kind of aligned with that political line of thinking are doing things to appease that political line of thinking, which is ironic since Walmart still sells guns and is the number one gun retailer in the entire United States. And the one thing that's in common in all these mass shootings is they involve guns. But I mean, what do I know? And I'm not even saying that like gun ownership can't be a thing. I think, I live in Wisconsin. We obviously have lots of deer hunters and all that out there. People owning hunting rifles. My dad owns one. I'm not even completely against certain types of gun ownership, but I honestly think that that Walmart their actions are speaking louder than their words. Their words say nothing's going to change. We're going to sell these games as always. Their actions are showing, oh, no, we're not. Like, it's one thing, the Walmart, there was, because I think the one excuse, there was a confusion in the messaging to the stores on the stores that removed the games. But then why can't people check out the Mortal Kombat 11 arcade cabinets? Why is it literally in your corporate system listed as unavailable for sale? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That completely goes against, what you said publicly, that you would still sell these things, you just would stop advertising them. So, like, when you would walk in the store and there'd be, like, those advertisements on, like, the metal detectors and stuff like that. Like, doesn't matter. So, I honestly think that it'll all go back to normal by holiday, guaranteed, because Walmart's not going to miss out on all that sweet holiday revenue. So, it's all going crazy now, but by the time the holidays roll around, it'll be like nothing happened. But I don't know how many more studies need to be done to show that the link between mass shootings and video games is extremely weak and so far down the totem pole of probable issues that it shouldn't even be discussed right now. But flat emotionless sucks, but eat whole food plant-based diet to save your life. I don't have to eat just a plant-based diet, but I understand that a plant-based diet is obviously really healthy for you. I'm not stupid. Let's see here. How was the camping trip since Owen Brewster? The very first night we went was probably the best. We were there for 4 nights. Well, 3 nights. We paid for 4 nights, but we didn't stay the fourth night. So 4 days, 3 nights. The first day was great. Setting up the tents, because it was only like a half day. So setting up the tents, the kids were all excited. The kids had a hard time going to sleep, which we kind of expected on the first night. Me and my fiance stayed up chatting, had a bonfire, all that. It was great. The rest of the trip was hell. The kids were terrible. I almost had a heart attack, I think, on day 3. I literally was this close to calling 911. The kids were really bad. It was just not good, which is why immediately after that trip ended, we got our sister-in-law to take the kids off our hands, and then we used WeChat a free night hotel stay at Treasure Island Resort and Casino out in Minnesota. So we went to there and spent a couple nights, and did not the gambling stuff because we don't really have money for that, but we did. We had a couple drinks because that's all I can have. A couple drinks down in the adult pool area because they have like an adult pool, like adult only 21 plus, hot tubs and water bar, which was really, really neat. And I actually did some water exercises because I am allowed to do water exercises. So I did some water exercises in the water bar. It was kind of cool. People were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, just making my heart better, man." Sat out on the balcony, looking out at the ducks out on the lake, and it was just really relaxing. I did some bowling. It was just nice. Me and my fiance, no stress. Happiest and most relaxed I have been maybe in my entire life, if I'm being completely honest. Today was our day back from it, and it's already like, oh my god, the kids. Man, I love my kids, man, but it's a lot of stress. Let's see here. I don't think my kids are awake at the end of the stream here. You guys all debating on that Walmart stuff, I see. Obviously, I know that Walmart stuff is going to touch some people. Let's just put it that way. It's all political and a big thing right now. And for some people, it sucks because Walmart might be their only access to physical copies of games locally. Because I know there's some areas where like Walmart's like the only retail store. Hey, buddy. You come here. Hey, bud. Oh. How you doing? Is anyone else awake up there? No, just you. Shmuel. I think Shmuel went bye bye for a little bit, but I'm here.
I want to watch a movie.
You want to watch a movie? You can watch a movie. Here, I'll turn. You want to watch a movie right here in Dad's office? No, you want to watch it upstairs? Okay. All right. That's obviously my sign that I gotta go. So thank you guys for tuning into the stream. It was nice chatting with you. Glad to be back. Shout out to Joe Prosco for the 5,000 sparks, and I think someone gave 100 sparks earlier too. Where is it? Abel Spring 540, who did 100 sparks over on Mixer. Thank you so much. We also had a $10 Canadian donation from CB. So thank you. That was probably Corey Bohm, I assume, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So thank you so much for that $10 Canadian, which is like $7.50 US. Then we had a couple super chats. Let's see here. Thank you to Tornin Prince for the $2. And Corey Bohm for the $2 Canadian. Seriously, guys, thank you so much for your support and everything. Hopefully you stick by me. I got a podcast to record tonight, other things going on. Catch you guys later.